Hello drummers, and welcome back to episode 4 of this series where I'm going to take you from being able to play nothing at all on the drums to being able to groove along with your favourite song in no time at all. In the last lesson we had a look at how to play your first beat, and in this session we're going to learn how to play our first fill. In order to get your head around playing a fill, you need to do a little bit of theory first. Don't stress, it's not difficult at all. You already know the first half, which is playing eighth notes. They're the ones that go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember your eighth note beat? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's called an eighth note beat because you're playing eighth notes on the hi-hat. And now we're going to learn 16th notes, and they go 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. We're playing two notes in the space of one, and we're alternating between our right and left hand the whole time. Nice and loose and relaxed. Don't stress it. Don't make it really rigid. It has to be relaxed. Join them together and you should get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. That's the right-handed sticking, by the way. Right, 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 left, 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 right, left. If you're a lefty, switch it around the other way and it should sound like this. Left, 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 right, 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 left, right. Anyway, we'll stick with the right-handed sticking for now. Now, it's a good idea to get playing along with a click or a metronome as soon as you can. The idea is that it helps you to iron out any of your timing issues and you can see where you're in time and where you're not in time. Just make sure that you start at a reasonable tempo. Don't start down at 20 beats per minute, that's too slow. Don't start up at 150 beats per minute because that's too fast. I've set mine here at about 70 and that's like a nice happy medium to get you going, okay? Let's have a look at what this sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Anyway, now the boring bit's out of the way, should we try our fill? The fill is going to work like this. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. There's my 16th notes. Now I'm using snare, first tom, second tom, floor tom. But you may be on a kit that doesn't have this tom in the middle here, and you only have your snare, your high tom, first tom, and your floor tom. In that case, move it around slightly differently. It doesn't really matter where you go. You could play it like this. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. That sounds really good. You could use it just like that. Or if you've got four toms like me, you could use them all. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E. Again, it doesn't matter. Move around however you want. What is important though is getting your timing really neat. You don't want 1E and 2E and 3E and that's poor. No good at all. It needs to be really neat. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. Notice, by the way, when I join back in on beat 1, that is nice and neat. 4E and 1. Not 4E and 1, not 4E and wait for half an hour, have a cup of tea, then 1. That's bad too. It needs to be just right. 4E and 1. 4E and 1. So in context, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. That is the first beat, by the way, of the next bar that you're going into. If we play it with our beat, it should sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. Sounds great, doesn't it? Practice it a few times, nice and slow to begin with, don't rush, and then you can level things up by adding in the crash cymbal. Now the crash cymbal is going to replace the first beat of the bar that you did play on the hi-hat. So you've done your fill and you're now going to play bass and crash at the same time. Notice I say at the same time, it's not, and it's not, it's exactly the same time. So watch how this changes on the end of the fill now. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. Nice and neat, nice and tight. And that replaces the first beat of my bar. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm now going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Think of it, if you're writing, by the way, it's like the capital letter on the beginning of a sentence. Or if you're stopping the beat, for the end of a section of a song, it's like a full stop at the end. It sounds really nice to start it and round it off like that. By the way, with your beat, it replaces the first note. We don't go crash and then start our beat. That ain't how it works. What we need to do is 1 and. You notice it's the hi-hat second. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember, this, like that, that's bad, that's wrong. What we want is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So in context with our fill again, let's say we're using the same order that we did earlier. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It doesn't matter what the fill's doing, that stays the same, needs to be in time and needs to sound really neat. So say I was using the fill that goes around the 3 toms as well. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Just like that. Sounds great, doesn't it? But you need to practice it slowly to begin with. Don't rush. You need to make it neat before you start to speed things up. Okay, so you've got the hang of a fill now. You can play a fill. You can play a beat. You can even join together. But how are you going to use it and where are you going to use it? Well, good question. In music, like pop music, we tend to stick with even numbers, like 3 bars of beat and 1 bar of fill. But what is a bar? What is this thing you're talking about? A bar is how long a measure is. 4 beats in a bar usually. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's 1 bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's 1 bar. So we're going to play 3 bars of beat and 1 bar of fill. 3 and 1 makes 4. That's an even number. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and so on. Notice, by the way, that I was counting those bar numbers on the beginning of the bar, not near the end, because if you count them near the end of each bar, you don't know where you are. It's very, very easy to get lost. Count them on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, and so on. That's how it works. If the beat's more complicated, same thing goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, or whatever it is. Same thing works. You've always got to count on the beginning of the bar. Keep them slow to begin with, by the way. I was just speeding up to save a bit of time. So now you know the context. We're doing even numbers where we can. So 3 bars of beat and 1 bar of fill will give you 4 overall. That sounds really nice and works in a lot of songs. As does 7 and 1. 7 bars of beat, 1 bar of fill. That makes 8. But I see 16 bar loops in a lot of songs, or 16 measures in a loop. Play 15 bars of beat and 1 bar of fill, and that works really well. Don't stress long term, you won't have to count this. You can just play by ear and by feel. But for many of you, that won't work. I've seen it with my students where they just need to have a structure to follow. I get that. I totally get it. You know, it's different approaches for different people. I get that totally. So in that case, use the measure that I'm counting, even numbers, and it will really work. Try it. All right, so we've covered quite a lot today. We've learned our basic beat and we've learned a fill with it as well. We've used a click to play a mini rhythm tree to get our note values in time. And then when we've done our fill, we've added the crash cymbals as well to make it sound that little bit more special. So what happens next? Well, in episode 5, I'm going to show you how to join it up with some music so you can get some real use out of it. And the techniques that I'll show you will apply to pretty much any song. So I'll see you over there and we'll get cracking.